Welcome to Central News for Friday the 29th of November. I'm Hilary Entwistle. The New Zealand Youth Games aims to showcase New Zealand youth sport and promote messages based on Olympic values of friendship, honour and unity. The Games are being held from the 5th to the 8th of December in Hamilton at Claudelands Arena. Many of the young athletes taking part in this year's Games hope to one day be able to enter the international arena. General Manager of U Leisure, Kevin Andras, says this is part of the reason why the Youth Games are such a valuable event for youth athletes in our country.
Youth Games are one chance for these athletes, these under 19 age athletes, to come together and be involved in a multi-sport Olympic style event, the only one of its kind in New Zealand. So it truly is a proving ground for those that want to go on for better honours.
Trees at the Meteor will be on display from the 17th to the 21st of December at the Meteor Theatre in Hamilton. This year marks the 6th annual event, which showcases Christmas creativity in the form of decorating and creating unique Christmas trees. The event prides itself on celebrating compassion, not consumption, come Christmas time, and celebrates the uniqueness of our country. Trees at the Meteor organiser Dave White says the event is about much more than meets the eye.
Trees at the Meteor is an awesome Hamilton Christmas family exhibition. It has creative trees going crazy with glitter and fairy lights, and it's an alternative celebrating compassion, not consumption at Christmas.
For our region's weather for the weekend, Hamilton, the cloud will increase throughout the day and then rain from the evening with a northwesterly. Your expected high is 23 and an overnight low of 12. Tauranga, it should be fine for the Mount Santa Parade on Saturday. Rain overnight though. Your expected high is 24 and an overnight low of 15. Sunday looks better for you, Hamilton, becoming fine as the day progresses with a southwesterly. Your expected high is 20 and an overnight low of 9. And Tauranga, the same as Hamilton, becoming fine as the day progresses with a southwesterly. Your expected high is 22 and an overnight low of 12. Just ahead, it's Christmas in the Park time. Welcome to Central News on TV Central. It's nearly that time of year when Christmas is upon us, and many places across our region are holding special Christmas parades or concerts. Hamilton's Christmas at the Park is happening on Sunday the 15th of December at Flagstaff Park.
We've got a huge arrangement of entertainment this year, from starting right down at the kindergartens up to finishing with an amazing gospel community choir. In between there we've got an international opera singer, Pamela Wallace. We've got some great bands, Coop DeVille, who's known in the Hamilton circuit a wee bit. We've also got a Jump Jam national competition winner as well from Horsham Downs. So a huge arrangement which will please everybody.
So who is behind the organising of the event this year?
Suburbs Community Sports Club have put a committee together. We organised most of it last year, and because of the success of the event, we had a few people from outside the club actually show an interest in getting involved as well. So some major sponsors have come on board and also joined the committee too, which is great. So we've got the likes of Fairview Mazda, New World Tarapa, obviously Suburbs Community Sports Club are helping, and then some other sponsors have come on board, and we've got a committee of 10 rather than the 3 that we had last year, so it's had huge interest in the community.
And how will the event raise funds, and what are these funds going to go towards?
So we're already raising funds actually. We've got some people out in the community selling raffle tickets, and obviously our sponsorship means that we don't have any overhead, so everything on the day goes back to Rainbow Place. So we'll be having coin buckets going around, we'll be selling more raffle tickets. Although the majority of the activities are free on the day, some of them will have a small charge as well. So that's how we'll be raising all the money, and as I say, everything from the day will go directly back to Rainbow Place.
And for those who may not know, what is Rainbow Place?
Rainbow Place falls under the hospice banner. However, Rainbow Place looks after the children of those affected by severe illness or severe injury. So either if the children have been impacted themselves or are sick themselves, or their direct family members have. So it supports the children and their families through serious illness or sudden death by way of providing counselling services, services, and just some space for teens and young children to go to deal better with the impacts of illness.
Now tell us about the talent competition that you have been running as part of the event.
The talent competition has actually ended now, and we've got ourselves a winner. Bridie Case-Miller will be performing on the day. We had a great group of children that had a go, and there's some impressive talent out there in the Waikato. But Bridie has done a fantastic job, and she's really looking forward to performing on stage on the day.
And why would you encourage people to come on down to the event even if they may have never been before?
I think it's just such a relaxed atmosphere, and there's something for everyone to do. So while there's the stage entertainment, which pleases both the children and the adults, there's also a real variety of activities. The bouncy castles, face painting, balloon animals, and it's just a real sense of community and a time that people can get out before Christmas and not have to spend money, but can certainly donate to our cause if they want to as well. So it's just a great atmosphere.
And what has the local support been like this year?
It's been fantastic. We had such great feedback from last year, so just the fact that the committee has grown by so many numbers goes to show how much people loved being here and how much they enjoyed the day as well. So we've had so many people get in behind us and are really excited that it's happening again.
Now, what do we need to know in terms of the day and logistics and parking and those sorts of things?
Okay, so there's going to be free parking available off Endeavour Ave. The most of Commodore Ave and the car park surrounding the building will actually be closed just for performers and our vendors to have access to. So people should really make use of the free parking off Endeavour Ave. And otherwise, it's just easy access to the park. A lot of people walked last year, so it's at Flagstaff Park. It's easy to get to, and heaps of parking in that free area off Endeavour Ave.
And how long has Christmas in the Park been running?
This is really its second year. We had a really small one 2 years ago, which wasn't, we didn't advertise it hugely, but last year we really thought we could make it something big, and we were overwhelmed by the response. We estimated we had between 2,500 to 3,000 people here throughout the day. So this year we're thinking it's going to be bigger again because words got out, and the feedback has all been positive. So if the people here last year tell other people, I think it could be huge.
Is there anything special or different happening this year that perhaps we haven't seen in last year's event?
No, there's not a great deal that's actually different. If it's not broken, why fix it? So there's obviously some different lineups on the stage, but there's also some the same too. But no, we're not changing a great deal because I think it ran so well last year that we don't really need to.
And how can people find out more?
On our Facebook page, so facebook.com Christmas at the Park. Otherwise, there is going to be advertising in the papers and things like that, or get in touch with our sponsors, Fairview Mazda or New World Te Rapa. They've got all the details as well.
So who's behind the organising of the event this year?
So Suburbs Community Sports Club hosts the event, and it's some of our committee members from the sports club, and then just some people from the general public have become interested in the event too and offered to help. As well, we've been joined by some fantastic sponsors on our committee. A major one, Fairview Mazda. Lindsay Coleman from Fairview Mazda has been a fantastic help to us, as well as New World Te Rapa. And then there's actually been people from the community who have not actually joined the committee, but who have been keen to help out just by way of selling raffle tickets and just doing odd jobs where we need help with things. So it's been a great response this year with helpers.
Make sure you head along on Sunday the 15th of December from 3 to 8 p.m. and enjoy a fantastic afternoon of entertainment. Just ahead, the digital switchover. Welcome back. The digital switchover for the Upper North Island, including the Waikato and the Bay of Plenty, is this Sunday, the 1st of December. What do you need to know? What is the difference between UHF and satellite? And why are we going digital? So many questions, so we decided to replay an interview we did earlier this year with the National Manager of Going Digital to remind us all of what we need to know for this Sunday. When are the dates for the Waikato and the Bay of Plenty?
Waikato, the Bay of Plenty, and indeed the whole of the Upper North Island are going digital on the 1st of December this year. So it's really important that if you value TV, you want to keep watching TV, that you've got Freeview, Sky or Igloo before then.
What does it exactly mean going digital?
Going digital is the biggest change to TV since the introduction of colour broadcasting back in the 1970s. So it's the move from analogue broadcasting, which is the signal we've known and loved for the last 50 odd years, to digital, which offers more channels, better pictures and new services such as on-screen program guides.
And what benefits will it bring?
Well, for viewers, as I say, there's a number of benefits, more channels and better pictures, but for New Zealand as a whole, going digital will free up some radio spectrum, which we can then use for next generation mobile phone and data services, and in the long run, these are expected to be faster and cheaper for consumers.
Now, when you say digital, so it's going off the analogue, so does that affect how it's broadcast?
It affects how it's broadcast, but it also affects the equipment you need to be able to pick it up. So you need to have Freeview, Sky or Igloo to keep watching TV. You don't need a new TV though to go digital. All you need is a set-top box, which looks something like this. This is an example of a set-top box. There's a range of products on the market, and that plugs into your existing TV and into your aerial or satellite dish.
Why do we need to do it?
We need to do it in order to free up the radio spectrum for next generation mobile phone and data services.
So what do we need to know before the 1st of December?
Well, the good news is that most people have already gone digital. Nationally, more than 94% of homes are already watching digital TV. But what you do need to know is that every TV needs to go digital and every recorder needs to go digital. So if you want to record new programs, you might want to think about buying a new personal digital video recorder. And also think about any other TVs that you've got in your house. You might have Freeview or Sky on your main set, but if you've got a set in the bedroom that you want to keep using, that needs to go digital as well.
And can you give us a summary of the latest Digital Tracker survey?
Yes, the Digital Tracker is a piece of research we do that tells us how many people have gone digital. As I say, nationally, more than 94% of homes have now got digital TV. Here in the Upper North Island, it's about 92%, so more than 9 out of 10 homes have gone digital already. And at this stage, I'm really asking people to reach out to their friends and family and check that they know what they need to do, and if not, give them a hand.
So if basically after the 1st of December, if I don't have a digital box, I can't watch TV?
That's right. You either need a digital set-top box, which can look a bit like this, or you need a TV with Freeview built in. But if you haven't got Freeview, Sky or Igloo after the 1st of December, you won't be able to watch anything on your TV at all.
Oh, wow.
So it's pretty serious.
Yeah. So what have been the most common misconceptions around going digital?
Look, the big question we get, well, there's two big questions we get. One is, do you need a new TV? The answer is no. Any TV can go digital with the right equipment, a set-top box like this. You might remember a couple of years back we ran a competition to find New Zealand's oldest telly, and the winning set was a 1958 do-it-yourself kit set job from Hokitika, and we made that go digital. So I'm pretty confident that anything else can go digital too. The second question we get really is around second TVs. What do I have to do with the set in the bedroom or the set in the kitchen or whatever? And as I say, the answer to that is you need to make that go digital too. Connect it to a set-top box and onto your existing aerial or satellite dish.
So the second TV has to get a separate box, does it?
That's right. For best results, you're best off having a set-top box on each TV.
Now, most of the country has gone digital already, so did that go quite smoothly?
It's gone very smoothly. We've switched over 3 regions. We did Hawke's Bay and the west coast of the South Island, and then the rest of the South Island just a couple of months back. It did go really well. More than 99% of homes have gone digital as a result of the switchover deadline. The risk is that if people wait till the last minute, they might find that installers get booked up, and we saw this in the South Island as well. And there were people who were left without TV for a couple of weeks because they needed an installer to help them put up a new aerial, and they couldn't get one at the last minute. So I'd really encourage people to go digital today, get on the phone. If they need an installer, book one in now so that there's not a rush at the last minute.
So what happens to the old analogue signal once we go digital?
Well, the analogue signal itself will be switched off. There's a number of transmitters around the country which will be dismantled and recycled, but the space in the airwaves that's used to broadcast analogue TV will be reused for new services such as telephone services.
Now, if there's anybody else out there who's probably not as technical savvy as myself, well, as technical savvy as me, which is really, really low, and I have no idea what does digital mean?
Digital is a new way of transmitting the pictures that you get. So essentially we're transmitting a stream of data to your TV, and your set-top box or the tuner in your Freeview built-in TV will decode that information stream and turn it back into a picture.
And so it's doing it from satellites, or it's...
Well, there's two options. All of New Zealand is covered by a satellite TV signal, and you can get Freeview or Sky on the satellite. In most parts of the Waikato and Bay of Plenty regions, you're also able to get Freeview or Igloo using a UHF aerial, which is broadcast from a transmission tower up on the hill Mount Te Aroha here in the Waikato.
And so once the digital switchover goes, we can use the UHF or the satellite?
That's right. So generally speaking, you've got a choice of two, but the services available do depend on exactly where you live. So it's a good idea if you're unsure about what services are available to give us a call. We've got a great team of people on 0800 838 800 who can help you out, or go to our website goingdigital.co.nz and you can punch your address in and it'll tell you what services are available for you. Now
lastly, have you had anyone ring up and kind of, get a bit stroppy that they've got no TV yet?
No, people have been pretty well informed about it. Going Digital's been out in the market now for 2.5 years, getting the message out that people need to do that, so to go digital. So we're really, hopefully won't be too many surprises for people, but certainly in the South Island and Hawke's Bay, people have understood what they need to do before the deadline.
Going Digital's website has everything you need to know. Coming up next, National Buddy Day. If you have just joined us, welcome to Central News. Buddy Day was launched on the 18th of November 2011 in Hamilton as part of International Child Abuse Prevention Day. This year's event was a great success. Janine Evans tells us more.
So what actually happens on Buddy Day?
Well, Buddy Day is based on the belief that it takes a community to look after a child. So on Buddy Day, people adopt a child for the day. But these children are really special children, and they're actually cardboard cutouts, which have been made by school children prior to the event. So it's a fun day with a serious message.
And what key messages does Buddy Day promote?
Buddy Day's key message is that it takes a community to look after a child, that we all have a role to play in keeping children safe, and that if we are worried about a child, we actually need to speak up. We need to do something.
Who actually came on board in support of the day? Because I hear that you had quite a few celebrities come and support you.
Yes, it was very exciting. First of all, the Governor-General came on board quite early in the piece, and he had his buddy, Sky Lily, at Government House for the week. We had a little ceremony with the school kids from Northern School that created his buddy. They came to Government House, presented Sir Jerry with his buddy, and he basically took it to every function that he had that week, and including a function that night with the Prime Minister. And what was amazing to me is the Prime Minister and the Governor-General were discussing their buddies that night at the function. So we then, obviously then the Prime Minister, we had a function in Parliament where MPs came and picked up their buddy. That was on the Tuesday before Buddy Day. And the Prime Minister had Jay Jackson, who he said he was taking to Sri Lanka with him. We had Eric Murray, amazing guy, came on board, did heaps of promoting around the messages and the event. We had Rachel Hunter, who actually phoned in and asked if she could be involved in the program and in the event. She went to one of the schools in Auckland and talked to the kids about how they made their buddy and how they created and what they wrote in the little books. Yes, we had some amazing people involved.
So with the support of these celebrities, how did you then go on to roll out the day throughout the country?
Okay, so as you can imagine, to run something like this is huge. And obviously the celebrities help create the publicity before the event to encourage people to be involved in the event. Then obviously we wouldn't be able to do any of this without our supporters, and Sovereign have come on board for 3 years, which is absolutely amazing, and have enabled us to grow the event to the way we have. We have Harcourts, who are our buddy couriers, because of the logistics of this. We have to have the cardboard cutouts that are created. They're created by Longveld in Hamilton, and we then have to get these cardboard cutouts out to the schools. They're created into children. Then we have to get them back in from the schools. Again, Harcourts pick them up. Then we have to get them to the venue to be adopted on Buddy Day. So the logistics are amazing. Then on the day, we've got people that the people that come on board during the day were we had Paul Henry and Reuben Wiki and that came in and grabbed buddies and had photos taken with them. We have cafes that come on board and offer deals to encourage the buddies to be out and about, seen visually out in the streets rather than just being tucked away in workplace environments. So people can take their buddies out for a coffee and have a number of places offering 2-for-1 coffees if you bring your buddy in. So that's pretty special. We also have, on top of the 1,074 buddies that we had out in the 4 locations, we have around 500 buddies involved in workplace programs. So that is where, as an internal engagement tool with corporates and businesses, that they will have buddies right from day one, create them themselves, have them and have different activities in the workplace around children's wellbeing and employee wellness programs, and then right through to Buddy Day. So there's a whole lot of different angles with Buddy Day, depending on whether you're an individual, a business, or part of a community organisation.
How effective do you think that the day is?
Well, last year we carried out research to see how effective the day was, and the research showed us that 11% of the general population had an understanding of Buddy Day and the messages of Buddy Day than did before Buddy Day. So that 11% of the general population, that's not just the people that participated. Apparently that is huge. I'm not into statistics, but that is a huge shift in understanding. So that was part of the reason that Sovereign came on board, because we could prove that it works. So our goal would be that we did that right through the country, and that would start to make some big differences.
And how does social media play a part in the day?
Well, it's huge to try and connect up all these people in all these locations so that everyone knows what's happening, and also for people that aren't involved to be able to watch it unfold online is fantastic. We were able to connect up at least half of the schools with their carers. The kids were obviously really excited, and especially people like Minister Bennett. She actually wrote a story to the children that created her buddy and sent photos about what their buddy did during the week in the beehive. Very exciting.
For more information or resources, visit buddyday.org.nz. That is Central News for the week. Send us an email on news@tvcentral.co.nz or like us on Facebook and message us there. You can catch up on any of the episodes from this week on tvcentral.co.nz or on our Facebook page. Remember, the digital switchover is on this Sunday for our regions. Visit Going Digital's website if you are unsure of anything. I'm Hilary Entwistle. Have a lovely evening and a fantastic weekend.
This has been an Alpha Media production, a division of Television Media Group.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.